Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Viper's Nest, where we talk about lore that's not even out yet.
Yes.
Discussing the new Resident Evil Welcome to Racoon City trailer. First impressions? Cautiously optimistic.
Yeah. I mean, I think it'll be good either way.
It'll be good.
It looks like it'll be fun
either
way. Like, I'm not expecting it to be perfect with the lore or anything.
No.
So
it's actually deliberately not supposed to be.
I mean, it's supposed to be closer.
Yeah.
Than definitely.
The Paul W.S. Anderson films?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which doesn't take much.
No. No, they, I read a interview with the guy who's directing the movie, and they're not doing like a completely perfect Resi 1 and 2 thing. It's actually shaping up that the events of Resi 2 at the police station with Claire and Leon actually lead to Claire, Leon, and Stars going to the mansion to figure shit out.
That's kind of what it seemed like from the trailer.
Which, I don't know, it's a risky move on the part of the director, because I can see why he's not trying to do it perfectly, especially with like how video games are basically movies now. If he was just like, yes, it's a perfect one-to-one retelling of the events of the game, and then people are going to be like, I played the game.
Yeah.
Why do I need to see the movie?
What's the point? I'm gonna go close that door.
Yes.
Lincoln, go. Get over. Go. Make it well.
Baboon, what'd you think?
Not much.
Yeah, well, he's a cat. But, the cast all looks pretty good. I mean,
yeah.
I did see a particular complaint about Leon in the comments of the video that I watched, and the complaint was, this actor clearly only has one can of hairspray in his hair. The real Leon would have at least 4.
That's fair.
That's fair. Fair criticism on your part, commenter. But otherwise, I mean, I don't think anybody really looks bad in this movie.
I still don't entirely know who's who.
Well,
I will say there was a post on the subreddit of just like the screenshot of a bunch of them.
Yeah.
And they were just like, all right, so this is the new Resident Evil movie. These are all existing characters. Tell me, who's who? And everyone was like, yeah, I guess if I didn't know, this would be pretty rough.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I thought Chris was pretty obvious. I mean, Chris was always kind of a generic-looking dude before he got boulder-punching arms.
Yeah.
Just your fairly normal late 20s man with dark hair.
Yeah.
So they got a late 20s man with dark hair to play him.
Yeah.
Which, fun fact, that actor Robbie Amell is the second person who's acted in DC movies to play Chris Redfield. The first one was Wentworth Miller in the Paul W.S. Anderson movies, and he played Captain Cold in The Flash and Legends of Tomorrow.
Huh.
So that's cool. And also Billy Bones as Wesker.
Yeah, that's who I thought was Wesker.
Yeah.
And it's just, that's fine.
Yeah.
I also think he could have made an equally good Chris.
That's very true. He would have been a better boulder punching Chris as opposed to a Resident Evil 1 Chris.
Yeah.
Because even without his... Jesus, dogs.
Why? There's no one here. Okay, no, someone's here.
Oh.
Here, but they're...
But they're present.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, no, even without his gigantic, Martian red ape costumes, Billy Bones is a very large man.
Yeah, he's ridiculous.
Yeah, one thing I'm worried about is, since the, Tom Hopper, Billy Bones, is a much younger man than Neil McDonough, who is playing fucking Birkin. I hope they don't delve too much into the relationship between those two, unless they change it to where, instead of being partners, they have like a mentor and apprentice kind of relationship going on.
Yeah, that works.
Which also, Neil McDonough was in the DC TV shows as Damien Dark. So they're drawing from a certain pool, because there's also another person who was acting in DC properties before this movie, and it was Donald Logue, the guy who's playing Chief Irons. He was in Gotham. Which, that actually gives me a little bit of hope, because this isn't the first time Donald Logue is playing a corrupt police officer. because that's exactly what he did in Gotham.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so, I mean...
I'm going to go yell at these dogs.
Yeah, go yell at those dogs. Is it cool if I bring the tray over here? Whoop. All good?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if they'll stop.
No. But nope. Wanna possibly grab the tray?
Not here. Let's do this right quick.
Yeah, fair enough then. Right. So yeah, Chief Irons, good actor choice for that one. I mean, really just good casting choices all around from what I know some of those people from.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. We have gotten confirmation that they're preserving Leon's original backstory for him being late to work, is that he was hungover because he got drunk because his girlfriend dumped him.
Right.
So we are going to get a scene of him waking up hungover in his apartment as a reason he was not at RPD when the fucking outbreak happens. And also, I don't know if it was Hunk, but we did see some people in the Umbrella Security Services gear with the gas mask, so that's also good. And also the fucking Itchy Tasty reference.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
I like that that's in there.
Yep.
I will say some of the character designs I'm a little iffy, or monster designs I guess I'm a little iffy on.
CGI G. Birkin looks a little funk.
I don't know what's going on there, but he's not even like. You only see him for a split second, and it looks funky, and it could just be...
I think it's the angle. He's like coming down out of the ceiling.
Yeah, it could be the angle. It could be something they're still kind of working on.
Yeah.
But I don't hate how the liquor looks, because it almost like the brain almost... Because normally the liquor looks a lot more sleek and stuff rather than decayed.
Yeah.
And I feel like the brain was definitely like jutting out more and looked more like decayed rather than not that.
Yeah, the thing about sleek liquors is that in an environment that's not completely CG, like the video games and shit, because pretty much all game environments, because they're computer generated, kind of have that a little bit of sleek shininess to them.
Sure.
So if we had a sleek, shiny liquor, even if the liquor was CG, which I'm 90% certain the liquor was CG in that scene, if it was sleek, shiny liquor, it would look real funky and out of place next to a real-world environment.
It probably would. That's it. I don't hate it. I think the idea of like more decayed liquor is kind of neat too, because you don't really ever. I don't think you ever see that. Not that I can think of.
Not really, no, because they don't really ever delve into the origins of the liquors, at least in the video games. I know they talk a little bit about them in the books, which are non-canon, but you never actually find out, I don't think, where the liquors come from. I think they were like the next step in the evolution from the Crimson Heads.
I thought I remembered maybe it was in the books where it was a mixture of the TNG virus.
Yeah, that was from the books, and the liquors were actually a project that Willie Burke was working on, but also the books are non-canon.
Okay, yeah.
But I think it was alluded to at some point that if the Crimson Heads had stuck around a little bit longer, they would have metamorphosed into liquors.
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah. But something I don't think we saw in the trailers, and if we did see it, I wasn't fast enough to catch it or know what it was. Lisa Trevor is confirmed to be in the movie.
I see. That's the thing. It's there. It kept showing that like girl zombie that was all fast, and there may have been like two different ones that showed. I don't know. I kind of was like, Is that girl zombie supposed to be a Crimson Head? Is she supposed to be Lisa Trevor, maybe?
Yeah, because there was one shot of something that actually...
In the hood?
Yeah, it looked... I mean, it reminded me a lot of Alexia Ashford's mutated form from Code Veronica. So I'm going to go see if I can fucking find that, like, one little shot and see if we can figure out what the fuck it is if my phone ever starts cooperating again. But if if they're doing Lisa Trevor, I really, really, really hope they do her with practical effects. And if they can even match half as creepy as she was in Resident Evil Remake, I will count that as a win in and of itself. Because for me at least, Lisa Trevor, just on sheer creep factor, is still like fucking top of the list for Resident Evil monsters. Because like, she's that slow, indestructible monster, which, I mean, we had Mr. X, we had Nemesis, but between her, like, weird groaning, shrieking noise, plus the fucking rattling of the chains whenever she was around, just between Lisa Trevor and the environment of Resi Remake, just, top tier. I hope they can capture that in this movie, because that would just make me incredibly happy. Also, this movie comes out after PFDs, so I'm definitely paying for me and you to go see this fucking movie when it comes out in theaters.
I definitely want to go see it. Dylan and I were talking about it, and she was like, she asked if I had seen the trailer, and I was like, yeah. She was like, God, you're probably gonna hate it, huh? And I was like, what? Why? Also, is that white man? Is that supposed to be? The one in that video was like Claire, stay away, or Jill, or whoever he's talking to.
Yeah, he's talking to Claire. I don't actually know who that's supposed to be. I looked on IMDb, and I didn't see a listing for that actor. Okay, so, alright, yeah, I think this is supposed to be Lisa Trevor, because I think, yes, I am in fact seeing multiple faces.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I think it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I mean, that might be CG, but also it's still
almost looks like a mask.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what she do is wear mask.
So
wearing her mom's face and the faces of many people whose faces she ripped off.
She's like a fucking chimp.
Yeah. But no, actually, I'll see if I can maybe look somewhere else to find the guy who sent Claire the video, which, that's another cool thing that they're kind of revealing a bit, at least in the interview and not necessarily the trailers, that Chris and Claire were living in the orphanage that fucking Chief Irons was running in Resi 2 Remake.
Oh.
And Claire ends up running away because she sees some fucked up shit that's going on in there, and nobody believed her, so she was just like, peace! And she leaves and gets into, like, investigative journalism and shit in, like, college, which is another cool thing. We never actually found out what Claire was going to college for.
Yeah.
So they're revealing a little bit of, well, not revealing, they're making up backstory for Chris and Claire, and like why Claire comes back to Racoon City is because she got that video from whoever that guy is. I'm gonna find, hopefully. Alright.
The guy looks very familiar.
Yeah, he does.
He looks like a very familiar actor.
And that's what the fuck was bugging. Oh god, is that Lisa Trevor right there?
Yeah, definitely.
That's okay.
Good. Yeah, there's that. That's a shot from the trailer too.
Oh yeah, it is. That's getting completely fucking sidetracked, but well, I mean, she do be having the shackles.
Yeah.
So that's good. They're
definitely her.
They're going for it, which I fucking appreciate.
Yeah, if they're gonna do it right. And I mean, if that shot of William Birkin is just like a different part of him fucking mutating that we didn't see in the game, like they could do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why they would when they're like trying to be more faithful.
No, Brad Vickers is in this movie.
Is it that guy?
It's Ben.
It's Ben. Yeah, okay.
Nice. Okay. All right. So fucking Ben is Claire's contact. Like all right. Good job.
Okay with that.
Yeah. Forging connections. Good fucking job. I'm now a little bit more cautiously optimistic for this movie. They're actually, instead of making new shit up, they're being like, well, what if this one character is actually doing something that he would do?
Yeah, that totally makes sense.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good stuff. I'm excited. It's November 24th?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
good shit. Nothing else really to say on the matter. Cautiously optimistic.
Yes.
All right. Well, thanks for listening. Like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.
Farewell.